Hi, I'm Chrissy from Fit to Shine Studio, and I'm here today just to give you a couple of stretches, a nice yoga stretch practice that you can do on your rest days, or maybe just one of those days where you just don't feel like getting off your mat. So we're going to start today in a comfortable seat. Allow your eyes to close. Allow your hands to open up onto your thighs here. Press your shoulders up towards your ears and then press your shoulder blades together behind you and slowly climb the shoulders down the spine. Reaching up from the crown of the head, pressing into your sits bones. Feel the spine grow in length as each vertebrae separates. Allow your eyes to close and just breathe. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Take 3 more breaths here. And then slowly let your hands slide down by your sides. Allow your eyes to flutter open. And then just begin to walk your fingers towards the outside of your mat. Good. And then begin to press into your right hand. And then just begin to reach your left hand up towards the sky. And then begin to reach the left hand over towards the right as maybe the right elbow bends here. Opening up the shoulders, maybe taking that gaze right up towards the sky. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale, reach back up, lift up, both hands lift. Exhale, left hand goes down, right hand reaches. Looking up towards the sky into that right elbow. Slowly let the right hand come back down to the mat. Press into your sits bones. Reach your feet out in front of you. Good. Inhale, reach up, bend in the knees just so, and slowly allow your belly to rest onto your thighs. Good. Reach those fingers towards the front or towards your toes and even further. Good. Reaching them out towards the sky. And then slowly place your hands down by your side. Press into your hands just a little. Find length. Exhale, hinge at the waist and fold. Hands can rest wherever it feels good to you. Relax the head and the neck. Taking 3 big inhales and exhales. And slowly walk your hands back down by your side. Bend in the knees and plant your feet onto the mat. And we're just going to take some cat-cows here. So I want you to take your hands and either place them, they feel good behind my thighs here. So place them behind your thighs or maybe your shins, whatever feels good to you. Make space in the belly area. Inhale, drag your chest up towards the sky. Press the shoulder blades together. Lift up, look up. Good. Exhale, bring the chin in towards the chest. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Curl in. Find your cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 3 more here. 2. 1 last one. The palms of the feet touch here, and your knees begin to splay out towards the outsides. Good. Begin to place your hands onto your feet, and then open your feet as if you were looking at a book. Look down, press into your sit, lift up. Good. Begin to hinge at the waist, and just fold forward here. Good. Finding that place that feels good to you. Taking 3 breaths here. With every inhale, find length. And with every exhale, just begin to fold forward. And on your last exhale, relax your head and your neck. Take 2 more breaths right here. Just being still. Slowly begin to rise back up. Plant both knees onto the mat, coming into your table. Press into your hands, and then just begin to press your hips back towards your heels. Big toes can touch here, knees can separate to make room for your blessings. Good. Allow the forehead to rest down onto the mat. Coming back into your table pose, begin to reach that right, press into your left hand and reach the right hand up towards the sky. And then slowly begin to thread the needle. So you're going to thread that right hand underneath the left armpit, and then begin to relax the left or the right hand out towards the left. Rest the right cheek, the one on the face, onto the mat. Then you can begin to walk that left hand forward if that feels good to you. Just finding a little stretch here. Pressing the left shoulder blade down and into the spine, opening up the chest. And then reaching that right hand towards the left to open up that outside of the right shoulder. Left hand climbs down underneath the left shoulder, press into the left hand, and then just begin to reach the right hand back up towards the sky. Drop the right hand down to the mat, press into the right, reach the left. Thread the needle. Rest the left hand down to the mat. Rest the left shoulder down to the mat. Feel the stretch. Rest the left cheek down to the mat. The right hand can walk forward towards the front of your mat, opening up the shoulders here. Slowly walk your hand back underneath of your right shoulder. Press into your right hand. Reach your left hand up towards the sky. Good. Place the left hand back down to the mat. Good. Sit the butt back towards the heels, and then just begin to walk your fingers towards your thighs. Drop the bottom cheek to the mat this time, and then reach your feet out towards the front. We're going to take that right knee or right foot, and we're going to place it over or right into the inside of that left thigh. Good. Reach your hands up. Twist towards the left thigh, hinge at the waist, fold forward. Your hands can rest down towards your ankle. They may feel great with a block underneath of that left foot to find more extension here and a deeper stretch. Or maybe you want to interlace your fingers around that foot. All options for those super bendy people. Options that may feel better if maybe the flexibility is a little bit less. Place both hands to frame the cheeks. The ones on the bottom, lift up and fold. What feels good to you? Inhaling, rising back up. Exhale, switch legs. So right foot's going to go out in front, left is going to go in. Reaching up. Twisting towards that right leg, hinge at the waist, and fold forward. Find your breath. Inhale, rising back up. Plant both feet together. We're going to find another Baddha Konasana. This time, make your diamond big. So nice big diamond. We're going to take our hands underneath of our these things right here. These shins, these calves. Take your hands underneath your lower leg. Lift up in the chest. Hinge at the waist and fold forward. Your hands may begin to, or your elbows may drop down to the mat here. And if they do, just begin to pull your chest towards those feet. Good. Relax in the head and the neck. Feeling this more in the lower back this time, less in the hips. Maybe the flexibility is not that crazy. And in that case, you can take your hands above and pull forward. The same effect. What does your body need? Slowly begin to rise back up. And then from here, we're going to take what we call cow face pose or shoestring pose or shoelace pose. It depends which yogi you ask. But you're going to take that right foot or right leg, cross it over the left completely. And then both knees are bent. Both feet are towards the cheeks. And then just begin to pull the feet apart and maybe find them a bit more parallel here. Lift up in the chest. Stay here if this feels good. So you should feel both sits bones pressing into the ground, lifting up in the chest. If this feels good, stay. If you want a bit more stretch, just begin to hinge at the waist. Fold forward. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Good. Begin to press into that right knee, but then begin to kind of squeeze that left leg out from underneath. Take the left leg, swing it around behind you, flex in the foot, and begin to adjust the knee to line the right cheek up with the right kneecap with the ankle. And then just begin to walk forward here with the front. Good. Adjusting, taking tiny movements. If this feels awful to you, you can curl the back toes under, lift the hips up, swing the right foot up towards the sky, bend in the knee, open up the hips, and then begin to bring that right knee towards the right wrist, right foot towards the left. Then find your pigeon. What feels good to you? Walk the hands forward. Drop the elbows here if you like. Drop the head here if it feels good. Sometimes a block or a blanket underneath that right cheek feels good just to find a little bit more alignment and take away some of the lift in that right cheek. Take 2 more breaths here. Slowly begin to rise back up, sit off onto that right cheek. Take the left leg, swing it out in front. Good. So now your left leg is over top. You're in your fire log pose again. So left foot is over the right thigh, right foot is underneath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at the waist, fold forward. From here, just slowly begin to rise back up, coming back into your cow face pose. So begin to take that left leg and cross it over the right. Good, and then pull the ankles out towards the outsides of your mat. Good. Inhale, reach up. Or take your hands behind if that feels better. Hinge at the waist and just fold. Rest your hands wherever this feels good to you. Sometimes I like to flex my feet with my hands and give a little bit of a massage in the feet at the same time. Take 2 more big breaths here. We're going to rest in this for just 1 more moment. And then we're going into our pigeon pose on the left side this time. So walking your hands forward, rising up onto that right knee a little bit. Take the right foot out in front of you. Drop the left knee and the left ankle to the mat. And then just begin to press that right leg towards the back. Look back and just check and see if it's nice and aligned here. If this doesn't feel good, you can kind of bend the knee and take the ankle in a little bit. Whatever feels good to you. Once you feel good in this posture and the comfort level is there, you can drop an elbow and then the other. Slowly rising back up. Press into the hands. Bring the left knee back to meet the right. Find your child's pose. Maybe this time your hands want to rest down by your sides and reach back towards the toes. Rest the forehead down to the mat. Walk the hands forward. Actually, don't walk. Yeah, walk the hands forward. Find that stretch. Good. Walk your hands back towards your knees and slowly begin to rise up. Rest the cheek onto the mat. It's the one on the bottom. Your bum is rested on the mat. Begin to scoot it towards the center. But then once you get there, take both fingers out or all fingers out towards the front. Press your shoulder blades down your back. Open up the chest and just begin to hinge. Slowly lowering back 1 inch at a time. Opening up here in the core. Lifting up in the chest. Once you get there, maybe your knees come into your chest to give your body a big hug. Rocking side to side here for a moment. Opening your hands out to a T, palms facing up towards the sky. Your knees begin to press towards the left, finding a nice twist here, opening up the chest. If that right shoulder is popping up, begin to press into your left hand. Lift the left shoulder up and over towards the left, opening up the chest. If you like, you can take that gaze to those right fingers. Slowly coming back to center. Rock the knees side to side for a moment. And then shift them off towards the right this time. Maybe pressing into the feet first, lifting up the glutes, and then placing the glutes more towards the left side of your mat. Then begin to shift the knees off towards the right. Good, opening up the chest. Right shoulder might creep over to press the left a little bit closer to the mat. Take 2 more breaths, really feeling the air enter and leave that left side body. If I were to give you an assist right here, I would press that left hip towards the front of your mat and then press the armpit or the shoulder down towards the mat to open up that left side body. Slowly coming back to center. Taking whatever final stretches you might need or want to take your 10 breaths in Shavasana. For me, I'm done. So I'm going to take that right heel towards the right side of my mat. Take the left heel towards the left corner of my mat. Open my fingers, my thumbs out towards the outsides of my mat. Press into the elbows to press the shoulder blades down. And just breathe. As the tension releases from the toes. As they rest out towards the sides, you begin to soften in the ankles. The tension releases from your calves and your shins, softening in your kneecaps, relaxing in the thighs, the hips, feeling the belly rise and fall with your breath, allowing the lungs to expand and shrink as your collarbone opens. Shoulders begin to relax as the tension releases from your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. Softening in your throat with the next swallow. Teeth separate, lips part as the tongue falls away from the roof of your mouth. Closing your eyes and taking that internal gaze, that space right in between your eyebrows. Feeling your face relax. Allowing your whole body to relax. Staying here for 10 big, beautiful breaths. Allow your eyes to flutter open. Begin to find movement in your fingers and your toes. Taking a soft gaze towards the sky. Maybe slowly roll your ankles and your wrists. Reaching your fingers towards the back and your toes towards the front. Finding length here. Bending in the knees, taking your knees in towards your chest, giving your body a big hug. Maybe resting your knees off to the right or the left and taking your arm and using as a pillow here. Taking one moment just to be still. We spend so much of our day wondering what's next. What if we took a moment just to be? Slowly begin to press into that top hand and find your way back to a comfortable seat. Placing the palms of your hands together, thumb presses in towards heart center. Inhale, begin to lift your crown up towards the sky. Allow your eyes to close. I am Chrissy from Fit to Shine Studio, and I hope you enjoyed your practice with me today. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.